Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Unexceptional Perspective. Before you get into the episode, I have to tell you something. This is my first ever interview episode. This interview is with Dr. H.A. Raja Iyer. He has practiced medicine for the past 50 years. I've been very honored to have this chat with him, and I kind of messed up the audio. I did not record the audio properly, so you'll be listening with a little bit of echo. I hope you understand, and let's get into the episode.
ಬೊಗಸೆ ನೀರನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿದೆ. ಆಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಬೊಗಸೆ ನೀರನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿದೆ. ಅವ ಕೊಡದೆ ನೀರನ್ನು ಸುರಿದ. ಬೊಗಸೆ ತುಂಬಿತು, ನೀರು ಚೆಲ್ಲಿತು. ಸಿರಿಯಿಲ್ಲವೆನ್ನ ಬಳಿ ಇದು ಸತ್ಯ ಸರಿಯೇ, ಸಿರಿಗೆ ಸಮಯವಿದೆಲ್ಲವೆಂಬುದನ್ನು ಅರಿಯೇ. ಸಂತೃಪ್ತ ಸರಿಮಂದಿ ಎನ್ನ ಬಳಿಯೇ ಇರಲು ಎನಗೀಗ ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಸಿರಿಯವನಲ್ಲೇ. ಇನ್ನಿರುವು ಅಲುಗುತ್ತಲೇ ಅವನಿರುವ ಪ್ರಶ್ನಿಸಿದೆ. ಅಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲೇ ರವಿಕಿರಣ ಕರ್ಮೋಡದೊಳಗೆ ಥಟ್ಟನೆಯೇ ಅವನಿರುವ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನೊಳಗೆ. ಕೊಡುವುದೇ ನುಡಿದಿಲ್ಲ, ಮೀರಿಯೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ ಹೇಳೋ. ಬೊಗಸೆ ತುಂಬಿದೆ, ನೀರು ಚೆಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಕಡು ಕಷ್ಟ ನಷ್ಟಗಳು ಬರಲೇಳು ಸೋದರನೇ, ಮೆಟ್ಟಿ ನಿಲ್ಲುವ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಸಮನೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಯಾನೆ. ಕಷ್ಟಬಾರದೆ ಇರಲು ನನ್ನಿಷ್ಟವೇ ಹೇಳು ಸಖ, ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಬಂದರೂ ತಡೆವ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಕೊಡುಮಷ್ಟೇ. ಅವನ ಕರುಣೆಯ ಧಾರೆ ಬೊಗಸೆ ತುಂಬುತ್ತ ಚೆಲ್ಲಲು ಹೊಟ್ಟೆಯನ್ನು ಕುಳಿತಿಲ್ಲಿ ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ. ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಅವನೇ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ. ಸುರಿಯುವ ಬೊಗಸೆಯ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಗಮನ ಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ. ಅವ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ನಾ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
So this is your 50th year of service. So first of all, congratulations. I know this is a very long journey. I would like to know what you feel about this 50 years of journey right now.
Thank you, Sumant. All these 50 years which has rolled by, it is like a dream for me. Because how I started, as though it has happened a few years back, I feel. But it has floated so well that I am really wondering whether these 15 years have gone by. So really it's a mystical experience for me, how I feel about this. And at some time I feel whether life is so short, because all that happened 50 years back appears to be only few years back. So that's why I'm just in a very big surprise and blinking my eyes about the past. But at the same time, I'm very happy about the easy float I had in my life, of this professional life, because I really enjoyed every bit of my 50 years of rural practice. General practice is different from rural practice, because rural practice is you work on the rural side,
Okay.
where there was a need for health. So when I started 50 years back, I think I was the second MBBS doctor to this place.
Oh, to Ramnagar.
Okay. There was one more named Dr. Timaya was before me. Few years back he had started. I think I was the second MBBS doctor. So one more LNP doctor was there by name Dr. Jairam. So they all had a good practice. And there was a dearth for general practice in Ramnagar. So at the right time I came, in 1974.
Okay.
Exactly on January 28th I started.
Oh, January 28th.
Yes, that is tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Oh, wow. So I am on the right.
You are on the previous day of my 28th year, of my 50th year. completion of my 50th year.
Oh, nice.
So by tomorrow, I think by morning, I will be completing my 50 years of practice in Ramnagar.
Wow, wonderful.
So when I started, you see, I started my general practice in my father's office. He was an advocate in this place. So there I started my practice. What forced me to come to Ramnagar was primarily the concern of my father, who was not well in his health at that time. So I had to come and stay with him because he was partially blind. My mother was also not well. So that forced me to take up, that is one thing which called me back to Ramnagar. And more than all is there was a dearth for practitioners at Ramnagar. So I started my clinic at his office. So part of it was used for his legal work, and the remaining part was used for my medical work.
Okay.
So that's how it started. So because of the more than I think 600 villages were there around Ramnagar. There are 600 villages around Ramnagar. So, the very first day only I picked up a very good practice. I think I remember I was seen that day about 100 to 120 patients on the first day itself.
You remember your first
day? Yeah, first day itself, because it's a unique experience for me.
Okay.
To have a big rush in my clinic on the first day itself. That's more due to the name of my father than my name.
Oh, okay.
Because everybody was telling me.
Good marketing.
Yeah, good marketing from my father's side. So a live son. Gundappa is his name.
Okay.
So Gundappa maga practice ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So that his name, it bestowed a lot of blessings on me, and I started my practice in 74. So from that day I have been experiencing, and for nearly 10 to 15 years I was an uncrowned monarch in general practice in Ramnagar.
Oh.
I think I have seen a good number of patients every day, working from morning 6 to almost 11 to 12 at midnight. So continuously I worked, and at that time you see the health of the community was also not that good. Because the reason being there was no proper sanitation around. So lots of waterborne diseases were there, particularly cholera cases were there, rampant in Ramnagar. Seasonal I am talking. And there was not much of immunization seen in those days. Because nowadays you got the triple antigen polio, so many vaccinations are there. It was not there. So because it was not there, we had good number of pediatric cases coming with these problems like diphtheria, pertussis, and this measles. All these cases were there, very rampant in those days.
Okay.
Because we have seen good number of diphtheria cases, which is unknown today, and measles cases, pertussis, whooping cough. We had good number of cases.
Okay.
And what I feel is, in those days, since we were the only 2-3 doctors in Ramnagar, the community had to depend on us.
Yes.
They would even if we push them out, they couldn't go outside, because monetarily also they were very weak. They couldn't afford to go to Bangalore and take the treatment. Going to Bangalore itself was an ideal for them. So they had to go to Bangalore, go to Victoria Hospital. There were also not
very less
hospitals in Bangalore also. I think only 1 or 2 nursing homes were then throughout in the entire Bangalore. I think I heard only 1 to 2 nursing homes, name of 1 to 2 nursing homes in Bangalore. Bangalore nursing home.
Okay.
That is in Gandhinagar area.
Okay.
And one more Kalapa nursing home in Double Road. These were the 2 nursing homes in Bangalore. So people were hesitant to go to those nursing homes because of cost factor. And when I started, general practice was very good.
Okay.
But the paying capacity of the patient was almost nil. They were not able to.
Yes.
See, we had to, what things they were paying, we had to accept. And, I have started you may not believe me, about 2 rupees for the pediatric cases, and 3 rupees 50 paisa for the adults. Giving injection, and tablets and everything.
With medication?
With medication.
Okay.
Giving there, and the injection was mandatory to every patient, because they used to come, they were very much injection minded. You have to give injection. So forced to give injection, I gave injection, tablets, everything. So I think what we were earning with that huge batch was, in fact it is, to your imagination or expectation, it is too low an amount. Around that 100 to 200 rupees per day itself was a big achievement in those days.
Okay.
So that's how it was, because the paying capacity was almost nil.
Yes.
And money had its value, of course.
Yes.
But what we were getting was a meager amount. But lot of job satisfaction, because we were put to work from morning till evening. So every minute we used to be busy. One case coming with some cholera cases, or some accident cases, snake bite. And here this place is, in those days, we used to get very frequently the snake bite cases. And snake bite cases and diarrhea cases. Diarrhea, snake bite. Diarrhea cases means gastroenteritis cases, waterborne diseases. And as I told you, in children, a lot of good number of diphtheria cases we used to get. And, so what I feel is, in those days, you see, to say, I had a nickname. They gave me a nickname because of my hard work for these gastroenteritis patients. They were calling me as Vanti Vedi doctor. Because, the cholera cases were so rampant in those days.
Okay. So you were the go-to person.
I had to treat those cases. I think they used to come in bullock carts in those. Because there was no, these rickshaw and all came after 2 or 3 decades. So at that time they used to come by bullock carts, some people used to carry. There was one jatra here.
Okay.
There's a nearby temple, Kengal temple.
Kengal, yes.
Kengal. Then you know, the jatra there is one pool, water pool was there. That's called as, you know, what do they call it? A pond. It was a pond. Say that was used for cleaning and drinking everything, the same pool.
Okay.
So that was the nidus of Kagra. So everybody used to drink water there, come out, come away, and more than 200, 300 people falling sick, and they used to carry in a very bad state.
Oh.
So I had fortunately I had a very big compound.
Okay.
That time, placing them was it was not possible because I didn't have a placing capacity for 30 to 40 people. So what I used to make them is I used to make them to sleep in the compound with that eachel chape, they say, you know.
Yes.
I used to make them. I used to ask them to bring a eachel chape, one umbrella, and there was only one chemist shop at that time, Inteshwara medical store. And they had a lot of big bottles, saline bottles. So I had wanted them to get the saline bottles. So put them on that eachel chape and make them to sleep and hold an umbrella on his face and infuse the water. From patient to patient I used to run.
Oh.
And because it was an emergency,
Yes.
if you leave it for 1 or 2 hours, the patient dies, you know.
Oh.
So that was an emergency, really a medical emergency. So we had to run from patient to patient, infuse them. If you don't treat his dehydration, he'll die. So it was a bound concern on me to treat the patient. So that's how you say, more than from morning till evening, these gastroenteritis patients were, they were just trogging into my clinic, and we had a very, a unique experience, I can say. And from my point of view, it was not hard to me because of my young age. I was able to manage these things. And I had good compounders who helped me at that time.
Okay.
Because they were also inquisitive, working with me. A young doctor working so enthusiastically. So they also wanted to support me. Even the patients were also cooperative. See, not like this present day mind, it was not there.
Okay.
Because they had total trust in us, and if something goes wrong, they used to blame the fate. That's how they did. So it's not like the present day wherein they blame everything for everything, putting the blame on the doctor. So they come with a previous question mark in their mind, they come to us. It was not there like that. That full faith in us. And since I was the second MBBS doctor at that time, they used to think that I am something like a present IAS officer. That was the respect I had. So you thought, I enjoyed the profession. And I think I have seen good number of gastroenteritis cases, snake bite. See, nowadays, snake bite cases, no general practitioner takes place. Takes up. So because there was no other forever, they couldn't go to Bangalore. So I had to treat the patients. I have admitted them, I have treated them with anti-snake venom. And fortunately for me, I have never lost a single cobra patient. I am telling, I'm not boasting of myself. More than 10 to 15 patients I have seen. And I used to infuse them, what all the things that I had to done. Fortunately, we had at that time these anti-snake venoms available in district hospital.
Okay.
So there they used to supply. And I think I'm talking about 5 to 10 years after my practice. That is, in the 80s. It was available then. So, with that, we have treated good. In my own garden, one person was better. So we have treated those cases. Fortunately, are not lost. And even gastroenteritis, 30 to 40 patients per day on the verge of death. We were all able to revive. It's not I should not use that word I. We were able to revive because it was a community work at that time. So it went on. And even surgeries, you will not believe me. Today's surgeons, they want to take up those cases. No general practitioner dare to take up, the MBBS doctor dare to take up a surgery case. But they were forced to take up because I had a stabbing case and these assault cases which were there. I had to treat those cases. And with all the minimum equipment I treated those patients. And fortunately, you see, I succeeded and I got a good name. And gradually, you see, this place was, because first 10 to 20 years, I was totally submerged in general practice.
Okay.
And later on, I joined the service organization, the Rotary Club,
Okay.
where I worked for more than 25 years. So I was the past president in Rotary. I was a Rotarian for more than 30 years. and I had an ample opportunity of serving the community through Rotary Club, and which also gave me name and fame, which really earned me name and fame, Rotary Club. So that's how it is. And meanwhile, you see the burden of taking care of my family was also there. Because I was blessed with two things. One is the profession and a hobby like gardening.
Okay.
And you see, whenever I used to feel a heavy work there, I used to run back to my garden and take care of this. Agriculture gave me a lot of tranquility to work in the hospital.
Okay.
So whenever I used to get bored in the hospital, I used to come to the garden and work. When this work was over, this was more a rejuvenation for me. So I used to get back and work in the hospital. So this garden where you are sitting today,
Yes.
that really helped me. And gradually I grew like this, and with this background only, I had to bring my son and daughter up, and with their own merit they have come up.
Yes.
So that's how it is, and that's how this is about and today I have reached these 50 years with lot of satisfaction.
Yes.
See what money I had earned, what money I that's not it, because ultimately any amount of money more than necessary is like having more fat in the body. So both are equal. So more fat in the body and more money in the pocket both mean the same. Both are dangerous. So like that, you see, I'm happy about the whole. I'm really happy to say. And never I dreamt in my life that I would become a doctor. So fortunately, after because when I see in pre-university, I had just gone to Bangalore.
Okay.
And in Bangalore, that 1 year went on like that without, because we were all brought up in government schools.
Okay.
When we went to, I was by stroke of luck, I got a seat in St. Joseph's College, which was a Christian college, and full of Anglo Indians in those days.
Okay.
Our English was so poor to speak with them.
Anglo-Indians as in students or?
Anglo-Indian students.
Students, okay.
Just then you see, I'm talking in 50, 60 plus years.
Okay.
So some good number of Anglo-Indians were there, cantonment side. So I had to sit with those people and their English was far better than mine. And you see, that's why that 1 year went on, we were thinking about the whole atmosphere. So I could not get a seat in pre-university, I went to BSc. In the same college. Okay. So after completing my BSc, I got 9th. That is surprisingly got 9th rank. First 10 ranks were given medical seats without interview.
Okay.
So a red carpet welcome for me. so
after your BSc.
The other thing is, I was also the literary secretary in the college.
Okay.
And so there I had a special room where I lived more in the college than the hostel. And for first 2 years of medicine, I traveled from Ramnagar to Bangalore because of the help of my father.
Okay.
So third MBBS I joined the hostel and really thoroughly, but I never spent any money on education because by merit only we were able to. In those days we had, because spending money like today's, it was unimaginable in those days. So like that, you see, we had so fortunately because of some a blessing from the college, we were able to study and complete. I just walked through medical college. There was but I have only one repentance today. I would have made a post-graduation because of the circumstances I had.
Yes. You had to come back to Ramnagar.
I had to come back to Ramnagar. And my own brothers are there, younger brothers and sisters. They were all waiting for me to come and take up the read. So I had to come, and all these things went on. So today, when I look back, there's a lot of satisfaction. And I'm very happy I took up the general practice. One small regret is I would have done post-graduation. I couldn't do it because of circumstances. This is all my sharp thing. And regarding my literary activities, from the beginning I'm interested in literary things. I took up the writing in my 60s and continued writing. So for more than 10 years, 10 to 12 years I have penned good number of Kannada poems. Okay. More than 200 to 250 poems I have written. Okay. And short stories I have written. Okay. And some of my friends have patted my back. Okay. Which has encouraged me to write all these things, all these years. Okay. So I have not given anything for printing, what I have the verge of giving it for printing. Okay. So I would like to get it printed. And one good thing we are doing is the Sanskrit Grantha Subhashita is there. Yes. So three of my friends, three of us,
Okay.
two of my friends and me, we want to get it. We wrote it. We translated the Subhashita, Sanskrit verses into Kannada in three different styles.
Okay.
So it's getting printed.
Okay.
So I have written my own version of Subhashita, and my friends also have written in their own way.
Okay.
So all the three translations are combined and are getting printed.
All the three translations are in Kannada.
One verse in three translations from three doctors. One
Okay.
Dr. Dwarkanath,
Okay.
one Dr. Radhakrishna Pangal, and one from myself. So we three of us have translated each verse in our own way. And we want to get it printed very shortly.
Okay.
I think the whole thing is the process is going on
Okay.
for
Nice.
printing.
Nice.
And all these Kannada poems I have mopped up in a place.
Okay.
And the short stories have also mopped up in a place. So those things also I am getting printed.
Okay.
And it's more to my satisfaction than.
Yes. These are two different books.
These are two different.
Two different
Short
books.
stories I have written, Kannada verse, Kannada poems I have written, and my life experiences. What's called anisike. That means your feeling.
Okay.
I have written my anisike in life.
Okay.
About few things like 10 to 15 or 15 to 20 anisikis.
Okay.
How you feel in life about certain things I have written.
Okay.
And I have written my own small biodata, how I came up in life.
Okay.
So one thing is God has blessed me more than anybody's expectation. Because I was born somewhere, brought up by somebody else, from my very early age only, as a small child. And that means about a 1 year old baby.
Okay.
It was when I was transferred to my foster parents. So they brought me up. So with them I grew, and even till my 6th or 7th year I didn't know my real parents.
Okay.
I was told that these are your real parents and we are the foster parents.
Okay.
That was the affection given by them.
Okay.
And grace of God, I adopted my parents who gave me immense, affection, love, and they have made what all I am today. It is their blessings. And wherever the place I am sitting is the shade of my father.
Yes. Okay.
That's it.
Yes, sure. I want to talk about one point that you told before. I'm just diverting from the topic just because we'll have a mood change. You initially told that it was hard financially, but you had immense personal satisfaction during your life. So I want to touch on that. Our generation now, we had to balance both financial aspects and all. Even though we don't like stuff, there are certain situations where people have to get into it just because of the financials.
Yes.
How should that?
See, the thing is, earning is, we are not commenting on the earning. The way you earn, because nowadays the economic conditions of society itself is also good.
Yes.
They are not bad pays. And even if you charge, because anything given free, will be taken for granted. See, nothing should be given free. Because, for example, you give a free medication or free anything given free, they take it with little contempt because you don't have any value for it. You have to charge. There is nothing wrong in it. But the people, their paying condition, their economic condition is far better than the yesteryears. So they can pay. They will pay. But one thing is that personally I feel what you give should be solid. And it should be to your consciousness. There is nothing like, a slipshod work from our side. We have to be very true to our consciousness when we treat our patients. Our intention should be to treat them and make them all right. Give the best of medicine and use the best of your knowledge and treat them. And giving and all, once you think about these things, your thinking about money also comes down. Because your main intention is to work.
Yes.
So that is there.
Yes.
But if you earn when you give it the best of your service, and when you earn money, nothing wrong in that. You earn the money. But sometimes some patients may not be able to pay. And all that is there because in every profession it is there.
Yes.
So we cannot become Shylocks there. We have to work. Some adjustments go on. And in our profession, we treat some patients with, by looking at his the person itself, we will know that he is economically strong or not. Some people will basically poor, some are beggars, some are Like that, you see, people come. So depending upon there, you see, we apply the rob the rich and help the poor policy, and we treat them. So that's how it is. So we are, we know, because when we have sailed through the profession, we know how to charge them, and that won't be a that never be taxing to the patient. So they happily they pay because of the confidence they have in you. They don't much bother about what they pay. And the thing is, here the sincerity should be there. That I think not only in my profession, more so in my profession.
Okay.
In every profession, we should give the best of our ability. We should work, and not just with the intention of only earning if you work. And I think we have to answer him, one day. That's not a thing.
That's true.
We have to work. We have to work, and we should give them. And you earn what is there. There is nothing wrong if you earn by giving your service. And once you have earned, everything goes, because once you earn, you enjoy that your life. That's why doctors are all, most of the doctors are rich. Not because they are taxing the patients. They are doing the good service. They are collecting the money. And every doctor, you see, he is with the human beings every day from morning till evening. And he will never be cut and dry. So many times we treat the patients without taking money, which will not come to the light of public. Yeah, sometimes you see blind people come, and lepers, blind people, beggars. We don't charge them. We can't charge them also. And we can't say, no, you have not brought money, you get out. We will never say that.
Yes.
See, every doctor is good in his own way. And we have been treating this thing. And one thing is, this is directly we deal with human life, this medical profession, unlike any other profession. So here, the contentment you have from your side, and the effect you put on the human being, the effect you have on the human being is totally divine, and it is different. Because you may give any monetary help, you may give any material help, but giving health to another person and making him normal, it is itself a big thing. And more than less, the smile you get from the patient's face at the end of the day, that is, I think, that is the most valuable thing or gift that can be given to you in your life.
Yes,
That's
nice.
how it is.
Nice. And I want to touch upon the literature thing again. I'll come back to that, because medical profession and literature is completely opposite in kind of sense.
Yes.
So how did you know the fact that you like literature? You want to pursue something, you want to write something. How did that
change? Yes, when I was in the college also, I was in the habit of writing small skits or poems.
Okay.
So that was, in fact, when I took up my profession, I could not do it for my very efficiently because of my profession.
Yes.
When of late, when my practice when I'm not practicing so actively as my previous days.
Okay.
The last decade of my practice, because of my age and other things.
Okay.
So I had enough time also to write.
Okay.
And when I started writing, so because I had that aptitude of writing from the beginning, I started writing which was appreciated by my friends.
Yes.
And they started writing, and they started liking, and so much of good comment and all. So that motivated me to write some more.
Okay.
So I've been writing, and I think I have touched upon all parts, all aspects of life in my writings.
Okay. Nice.
And my short stories also have got some message.
Yes.
So like that, more than 200 to 250 poems I told you.
Yes.
So that is giving me, and that has given me, this particular aspect of literature has given me a lot of rest to my mind.
Rest to your mind?
Not to my mind.
Okay.
Because a lot of, I really relax my mind. Tranquility is there.
Okay.
And that will make me to be, to live with a good presence of mind whenever I work with the patient. I am not a distributable person. So when I feel the burden of my practice, I immediately transfer that burden to my literature. So I started thinking and writing. So here I get totally relaxed.
Okay.
This gardening,
yes,
and this writing.
Yes.
And one more thing, I have the hobby of playing tennis since long number of years.
Yes.
So that also, because I think I have played tennis for more than 40 years, from my college days to this day. Of late, you see, because of no player of my age, I have left. So I have constructed my own. You have all seen my tennis court I have constructed.
Yes.
So that also helped me a lot. So this profession, this literature, this sports, this garden, they've all made me a healthy man.
Yes.
And a tranquil man for the present day.
Yes.
So the remaining thing is left to God. How He decides, how He has already decided. Is all It's more a cassette. Life is a cassette. So things go on. Let us sail through the life. And my advice to youngsters is, you enjoy your life.
Okay.
See, there is nothing like you should not put a framework. I have to do this. I have to do that. That's not the thing.
Yes.
Let it. This is a part. This is a fun to enjoy. Life is a fun to enjoy.
Flow with
You flow with the flow. Don't leave any celebration. You celebrate everything. Go to every place. See everything. And then you do your work. See, for example, I being an engineer or a doctor or a lawyer, I should not leave my profession because you are doing injustice to your profession.
Correct.
You do your profession.
Okay.
You also think about other things.
Okay.
And you serve yourself by these ways.
Yes.
So there is nothing wrong. So life is a beautiful experience for me. I really thank God Almighty, more so to my father.
Yes.
That is how it is. With His blessings,
Yes.
everything has gone
Yes.
so well till today.
Yes. Nice. Yeah. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Just a small request.
Yeah.
Any poem that you want to say?
Yes.
You said right. You had
Yeah.
about your feelings towards certain things in life. Can you just say something about life?
Yeah.
Or
You
Where
want
is
your
my
phone?
mobile?
Your mobile?
yeah, it's with me.
I have translated good number of English poems to Kannada.
Okay.
See, this one Kannada translation. If you all can understand Kannada, I will read this.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
This is My Soul Has a Hat, written by Miriodi Andrade.
Okay.
He was a novelist, poet between 93 and 1893 to 1945. I have translated his English poem, and all my translations are, I don't know whether it is due to their extra affection on me. My friends are telling, your translation is far better than the original. I don't know. ಈ ಆಂಗ್ಲೇಯ ಪದ್ಯದ ಕನ್ನಡಾನುವಾದ ಕಿರುಪ್ರಯತ್ನ. ಒಮ್ಮೆಲೆಯೇ ನೆನಪಾಯಿತು ಉಳಿದಿರುವುದೇ ಕೆಲಕಾಲ, ಸವೆಸಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋವೆನ್ನ ಜೀವನದ ಬಹುಪಾಲ. ಬಾಳು ಉರುಳಿದ ರೀತಿ ಸೋಜಿಗದ ಕಥೆಯಾಯಿತು. ಉಳಿದಲ್ಪ ಕಾಲವನ್ನು ನೆನೆದು ಭಯವಾಯಿತು. ಮಗುವು ಗಳುಪುದು ತಿನಿಪ ಆತುರದಿ ಬಹುಭಾಗ. ಗಳುಪುದು ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಈಟಿ. ಮಗುವು ಗಳುಪುದು ತಿನಿಪ ಆತುರದಿ ಬಹುಭಾಗ. ಅಂತಿಮದಿ ಉಳಿದಿರ್ಪ ಅಲ್ಪ ತುಣಕನ್ನು ಕಂಡು ಮುಗಿದು ಹೋಯಿತೆ ಎನ್ನುತ್ತಾ ಮೆಲನೆ ಮೆಲುವಂತೆ ಎನ್ನದಾಯಿತು ಕಥೆಯು, ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯ ವ್ಯಥೆಯು. ನನಗೆ ಅರಿಯದೆ ನಾನೇ ಬೆಳೆದೆನೋ, ಅರಿತೋ ಅರಿಯದೆ ಮರದಿ ಬಂದಳೋ, ಬಂದ ಮಡದಿಯು ತಾಯಿಯಾದಳೋ ಎನ್ನ ತಂದೆಯ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ. ನೋಡುತ್ತವೆನ್ನ ಕುಡಿಗಳು ಭುಜದ ಸಮನಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಳೆದು ನಿಂತವೋ, ಬೆಳೆದ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ತಮ್ಮ ಕುಡಿಗಳ ಎಮ್ಮ ಮಡಲೊಳಗೆ ಇಟ್ಟೇ ಬಿಟ್ಟರೋ. ಕಾಲು ಉರುಳಿತು ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗನೆ, ಜೀವಚಕ್ರವು ಹೇಗೆ ಉರುಳಿತೋ, ಅರಿವ ಮುನ್ನವೇ ಉರಿದು ಕರಗಿತೋ, ನೆನಪು ಕಣಜವ ಸೇರಿತೋ. ಉಳಿದ ಕಾಲದ ದುಂದು ಮಾಡಲು ಮನವು ಕೊಂಚವೂ ಒಪ್ಪಲಾರದು. ದೇಹ ಬೆಳೆದರೂ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಬಾರದ ಪೆದ್ದ ಜನಗಳ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸೇರಲು ಮತಿಯು ಒಪ್ಪದು. ನಾಳೆ ಮಾಡ್ಪದ ನಿಂದೆ ಮಾಡುವೆ, ಇಂದು ಮಾಡ್ಪದನೀಗಲೇ, ಮುಂದೆ ಮಾಡುವೆನೆಂಬ ಅನಿಸಿಕೆ ಉಳಿದಲ್ಪ ಕಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ಸಲ್ಲದೋ. ಎನ್ನ ಕಷ್ಟಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳದೆ ಪರರ ಗೋಳನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಲೇ ತಿಳಿದ ಸಲಹೆಯನ್ನು ಅವಾಗಿ ಕೇಳುತ್ತಾ ಅವರ ನೋವನ್ನು ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಾ ಬೇಗನೆ ಜಗವ ಸುತ್ತುವೆ. ನಗುವ ಜನಗಳ ನೊಡೆ ಬೆರೆಯುವೆ, ಸುಗಮ ಹಾದಿಯ ಹುಡುಕಿ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಾ ಜಗದ ಒಡೆಯನ ನೆನೆಯುವೆ. ಆಳ ತಪ್ಪುಗಳನ್ನು ಗಣಿಸದೆ ದೂರ ಸರಿದವರೆಳೆದು ಒಪ್ಪುವೆ. ಬಾಳ ಸಂಜೆಯೊಳೆನಿತೋ ಯೋಚಿಸಿ ಆತ್ಮಚಿಂತನೆ ಮಾಡುವೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೌ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಟೆಡ್.
Nice. I didn't get 100% of it, but I understood the summary. Yeah.
ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಇದೆ ಕಲಿಯುವುದು.
Okay.
ಕಣ್ಣಿಂದ ಕಿವಿಯಿಂದ, ನಡೆವ ದಾರಿಗಳಿಂದ, ನುಡಿಯುವ ಮಾತುಗಳಿಂದ, ಎಡಬಿಡದ ಕಲಿ ಉತ್ಸಾಹದಿಂದ. ನೋಡಿ ಕಲಿಯುವುದೇ ಹೆಚ್ಚು, ಓದಿ ಕಲಿಯುವುದಕ್ಕಿಂತ. ಆದಿ ಇಲ್ಲವೂ ಕಲಿಕೆ ಗಂತ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಾದಿಪಲಿ ಕೌತುಕತೆ ಸಕಲ ವಿಷಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾದು ಹೋಗುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೃತಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಭೇದ ಭಾವನೆ ಬರೆದು ವಿಷಯ ಸಂಗ್ರಹದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಲಿ ಮತಭೇದಗಳು ನುಡಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಜ್ಞಾನವೆಂಬುದಕ್ಕೆಂದು ಸಾಗರವೇ ಅದರೊಡಲು ಎಂದು ಅದಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲವೋ ಇತಿಮಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಹೇಳಲು ಎಂದು ದಿರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಲಿಮಿಟೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಎಂದು ಅದಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲವೋ ಇತಿಮಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಹೇಳಲು ಇದನ್ನು ಬರ್ತೀನಿ.
Nice.
So like that you say more than good number of poems. And you asked me about life, on that also.
Nice.